Blessed day to all. Welcome to my channel, Math with Mrs. O. I'm Ofelia Orate, principal owner of a school and a tutorial center, a math teacher, and an author of 21 books. Please subscribe before we start and press the bell button. Don't forget, first example of solutions of linear inequalities in one variable. We have learned that linear inequalities are inequalities of the form ax plus b relation number, let's say C. For example, this number 1, it is in the form 4x plus negative 3 relation. The relation can be greater than, less than, greater than, equal, less than or equal to 2. And inequalities written in this form is a linear inequality in one variable. Now, we will solve linear inequalities or solve for their solutions. It's easy. If you know how to solve linear equations, then it will be easy for you when you solve linear inequalities. Problem number 1. 4x minus 3 is greater than 2. So, you can transpose negative 3 to the other side so that you can combine all the constants on one side, 2 and positive 3, and leave the expressions with x on one side. After that, simplify. 4x is greater than 2 plus 3 is 5. Then isolate x. What do? Divide 4 or multiply 1/4 to both sides, but students would like it shortcut, so they just divide by 4. That's all right. There. So you get x is greater than 5 over 4. Or what is 5 over 4? 1 and 1/4. Check. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5 over 4. So this is our final answer. Problem number 2. I made it a little harder. This time, you have an expression with x on both sides. So easy. You transpose negative 5x to the other side. So you get 7 is less than or equal to 9x plus 5x. I just transpose it so that all the ones with x's are combined. So you have here 7 is less than or equal to 9x plus 5x is 14x. Isolate x. So you divide both sides by 14. There, by 14. Cancel this. You're left with x on the right side greater than equal to 7 over 14. But 7 and 14 are divisible by 7. So 7 divided by 7 is 1. 14 divided by 7 is 2. So you have here 1/2. 1/2 is less than or equal to x, or you can rewrite this as x is greater than or equal to 1/2. Now, let us say here you transpose 9x to the other side. So it will be the same. I'll show you. So, if it is 9x that you transpose to the other side, 7 minus 5x is less than or equal to 9x. This is what happens. Negative 5x, transpose this, minus or plus negative 9x. Again, I transpose this to the other side. Is less than or equal to, you also transpose 7 to the other side. Repeat, negative 5x, transpose this, it becomes negative, and 7 becomes negative. So add this 2, you get negative 14x is less than or equal to negative 7. Now, to isolate x, divide both sides by negative 14. Here, what did you observe? You observe that these 2 are cancelable. Negative 7 divided by negative 7 is 1. Negative 14 divided by negative 7 is 2. But wait, since you divided a negative number, you have to reverse the inequality sign. There, you get 1/2 here. And this matches with our answer here. Let me repeat that portion. Whenever you divide or multiply a negative number to both sides of an inequality, you reverse the inequality. The inequality reverses because of the multiplication property of inequality, which you learned in the past. So, now let's move on to the third example. This is a compound inequality. You can solve it in two ways, but I'm going to show you the shorter version. Remove the constant. How do you do that? Plus 1. Subtract 1 here on all sides. Then add them. 5 minus 1, you get a 4. Copy the inequality. This cancels with this, it becomes 0. So you're left with 3x. Then is greater than or equal to 0. Then you have a 3 here beside x. So you divide all sides by 3. So cancel this, you're left with x is greater than or equal to what is 0 divided by 3? It's 0, and less than or equal to 4/3. There. That's how you do it fast. Let's move on to the fourth example. This time, I put a fraction. So you can see a 4 and a 2 as denominators here. What do you do to solve it really fast? Remove the denominators. How do you do that? By multiplying the LCD. What is the LCD of 4 and 2? It's 4, right? So you multiply everything by 4. There, multiply this by 4 or 4/1. Multiply this by 4 or 4/1. And then, distribute the 4. What happens? When you multiply 4 here to this expression, the 4 cancels with this, right? And you are left with 2x plus 3 is less than, again, 4 divided by 2 gives you a 2 here. Again, 4 divided by 2 is 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1. So now you're left with 2 times 1 is 2 times x. Over 1 times 1 is 1. Now, do you see that you have 2x on the left and on the right side? Let's proceed. 2x minus 2x, transpose this to the other side, is less than 3 transpose negative 3. What is 2x minus 2x? It is 0. Is less than negative 3. Is 0 less than negative 3? 3? True or false? False. It is not. Now, if this case happens, then your solution set is empty set. There is no value of x that will make the inequality true. Or you can ask your teachers. Some teachers accept no solution. They mean the same thing. Example number 5. I made it more complicated this time. Aside from having two expressions here, I multiplied it by 4 and then I included a denominator. Did you see that? Now, in this case, all you have to do is to distribute 4 first. So you have here 4 times 1/3 x is now 4/3 x. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. it is greater than or equal to 2x plus 3. And then, remove the denominator. How do you do it? By multiplying the LCD. But everything here has denominator 1. And this is denominator 1, so you just have to remove 3 and multiply 3 to all sides, to both sides. 3 times 4/3, 3 cancels. You're left with 3 here cancels, so you're left with 4x. Did you see that? This cancels, you're left with 4x. Minus 3 times negative 8. Negative 24 is greater than or equal to 3 times 2x is 6x plus 3 times 3 is 9. There. See? Now combine all those with x's. So 4x minus 6x is greater than or equal to 9 plus 24. Let me explain that again. This is 4x. 6x is transposed to the other side, so it became negative. Then you copied 9 here. Negative 24 is transposed to the other side. It becomes positive. 4x minus 6x is negative 2x. Is greater than or equal to 9 plus 24. Is now 33. Is that correct? 9 plus 24? Yes, 33. And then you divide both sides by negative 2. See? I really chose this example because I would like you to realize again this. When we are dividing by a negative number, what do you do again? The inequality is reversed to less than or equal. Don't forget that. So x here is less than or equal to negative 33 over 2. There. This is now your final answer. Let's move on to problem number 6. This time, look at the problem. Harder than number 5. I intentionally did that so that you will realize something here. So, the first thing that you will do here, since 4 is being multiplied to a binomial, you have to distribute first. So, we have here 6x minus, take note, this is plus. Let me change this to plus negative 4. It's the same. By definition of subtraction, minus 4 means plus negative 4. So that when you distribute, you will not get confused. Negative 4 times 2x is negative 8x. Over, this is understood to be over 1, so you get over 3. Did you get that? There, negative 4 times positive 1 is negative 4, or plus negative 4 is less than or equal to 8x. Now, you can transpose 8x immediately, or you have a choice to multiply everything by 3 so that the denominator 3 here will be removed. So, let's multiply everything by 3 first. There. This times 3 and this times 3. So you have here 18x plus, there, 3 cancels, negative 8x, 3 times negative 4 is negative 12, less than or equal to 24x. Add this 2, 18 minus 8 is 10x, minus 12 is less than or equal to 24x. Combine all those with x's. So you have a choice to transpose this there or this here. Now let's try transposing 10x to the other side so that we can see an x on the right side. So we have here 24x minus 10x. Did you see that? I just copied this, 24x transpose 10x. So this is now negative 12 is less than or equal to 24x minus 10x is 14x. Then, x is on the right side, so you divide both sides by 14. Cancel this. You're left with x is greater than or equal to, look at these numbers. They are still cancelable, or you can still simplify them rather. So, they are both divisible by 2. 12 divided by 2 is negative 6. 14 divided by 2 is 7. So you have here negative 6 over 7. What is the meaning of this? This is also or. If you put x on the left side, it becomes x is greater than or equal to negative 6 over 7. Let us say you do not want to multiply 3 here to all sides. That is also correct. You will arrive at the same answer. Now, for example number 7, a while ago I gave you an example with no denominator here. If you observe, it is also a compound inequality, but I didn't put a denominator. Now, in example number 7, I intentionally give you an example with a fraction here so that you will have an exercise on how to do it. So, in this case, what do? Remove the denominator, so multiply all sides by 6, which is the LCD. Remember, this is 4 over 1. So, multiply this by 6, you get negative 24. Then, multiply also this by 6. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Again, 6 divided by 3 is 2 times the quantity x plus 2. Less than or equal to 6 times this. 6 cancels, you get 11. Did you get that? Again, 6 times negative 4 is negative 24. 6 divided by 3 is 2 times the quantity x plus 2 less than or equal to 6 times 11 over 6 cancels 6. Distribute 2 here. 2x plus 2 times 2 is 4 less than or equal to 11. Remove 4 by subtracting 4 to all sides, then add this 2, you get this cancels there, or it doesn't cancel, it becomes 0. 4 minus 4 is 0. If you don't want the word cancel, 4 minus 4 is 0, so that's 2x is greater than negative 28 and less than or equal to 11 minus 4 is 7, positive 7. Then remove the numerical coefficient of x, which is 2, by dividing 2 to all sides. You cancel this again there, so you're left with x is greater than negative 14 and less than or equal to 7 halves. 7 halves is 3.5, so you can change that to 3.5, whatever your teacher demands you to. I hope I was of help to you. Always remember to add kindness, subtract judgment, multiply understanding equals Mrs. O's good life equation. Don't forget to subscribe. Press the red subscribe word down there and click the bell button. Thank you.